Interest you in a pint?
Welcome viewers to another episode of Let's Tank WoW with me, Bezlonir. Wow, I'm kind of surprised in my own energy. I like cookies! I don't have a ton of time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and queue up for a random dungeon. And I'll make my tier soup later. I'm gonna shout, let it all out. These are the things that I tank about, so come on. You mob, come on, so get out. I put my shield in your face, so get out. Alright. How about if I execute you? How come I executed you, but you didn't die? What kind of stance is that? It's like, you already have a shield, but now you have a stance that makes you even more defensive? It's like, what if your girlfriend had defensive stance? Uh-oh. Bad enough. Shoot. Group is a little go grabby, you know? They're kinda holing ahead and indiscriminately AoEing. Well, at least that mob died. That's fine. I don't even care, man. It's just been like, I wasn't even sure if I was gonna do a LP. I kept having technical issues today every time I tried to do something, and everything has just been like a lot of negativity lately. I don't know. It's funny because like a lot of people actually lately have come onto my channel, and like everybody who's come onto my channel has been really positive and awesome. The people at the World of Warcraft tank forums have been beyond awesome. Because I go there on a regular basis and break all of their forums rules to promote my shit and bump my posts, and they like haven't kicked me out yet. So that's pretty awesome. And they've also just been pretty cool in general, I guess. Crap, I think... Oh, okay, wow. So for once I didn't pull the spots. Alright, I am happy. Ready to take a nap. With a... picnic basket. Yeah, I should know by now. This is like the 8th time that I will have done this dungeon. Alright, you. Nobody likes an illusion. Right? Which is why magicians are so not popular.
Now to finish the job.
We are boss killers. Oh, that was like sounds from mobs like RP practicing and stuff, because I thought that we had pulled something. It was pretty awesome. Man, I was trying to use my thing. What is the shockwave? Yeah, but it was off cool. It was on cooldown. It was on cooldown, off cooldown. Clap on, clap off. Clap on, clap off. I apparently can't remember the difference between on and off. That's a bit of a problem. Reminds me of this kid when I was in elementary school. There was this kid in our class who couldn't figure out the difference between Mr. and Mrs. or linguistically couldn't figure them out. So he would always call the male teachers ma'am or whatever. Call the female teachers Mr. So it's pretty awesome. Guess you had to be there. I'm just out of it, you know. So let's see if we can go through one dungeon without having a pet come down that ramp. Sweet, we did it. We did it, guys. We did it. Oh wait, but then you pulled the next mob pack without caring or paying attention to whether your tank was with the group. Okay, that's fine. These things are to be expected here. I think a lot of this is probably just because this is a really long dungeon. So, which, as I think I've demonstrated in this series, if your group isn't great, it makes the dungeon even longer. So, it's pretty much awesome sauce. If people have been yelling stuff, I don't know. most of the time, the ability to yell in this game is not something that people, use very well, so I don't tend to pay attention to yells or worry about them too much. Most of the time, people are just using it to be a douche or something when they're yelling. It's just the fact that the game tells you it's a yell just makes people want to be like, I like cookies! I felt the need to yell from the mountaintops that I like cookies! With chocolate chips! But not butterscotch, and fuck you for raisins! Don't like raisins! Yo. Was that Tarzan? Bad Tarzan. Add it to my list of bad impressions, huh? Add it to my charges. Add it to the list. When I get to entertainment hell, I'll be greeted by all my entertainment sins. They're like, you screamed into your microphone. You didn't use a pop filter, and you sounded like you were slobbering all over your microphone when you were singing multiple times. Sweet. Somebody said you could just, use a sock as a pop filter. So I guess I really don't have any excuse for not at least doing that, right? It would make sense. Instead, I just do nothing because I are fail. I are fail, yes. I don't know what to say. Make sure there's not a moose up in here. Whoa, hold on, Moose. You're not invited to this party. Oh. Mooses don't party. Parties are for partiers, not mooses. Oh. As like the Trix Rabbit's cousin. I don't know. The mixed drink moose. He's like, oh, I never get invited to any parties. And all of the other mooses used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Chester join in any moose drinking games. That's why one day he blew out his brains. It's the name of the game. The name of the game. Brought to you by Parker Brothers. Bad singing. My job is just so much less painful when I am able to, listen to stuff at work. Well, it's good to reassure myself that I haven't lost all my energy for this. You know what I mean? Hey, nobody casts Tranquility. Only my druid casts Tranquility. NPCs aren't allowed to use good abilities unless they're nerfed to fuck. You better not even try to have. Because if the NPCs all had the abilities that players had, they would win. Because the NPCs have ridiculous health pools. That's basically the game. It's just the NPCs suck. Oh, So let's see if we can all manage to jump, or you don't have to jump. I was being quite wrong in saying jumping. You can just move back and forth. Because if you're a caster, you can't just constantly jump. What you need to do is just move back and forth after each cast. You have to just move a little bit, and she chains one person to the ground periodically. So that's more for the healers. Thanks, y'all. Cookies and crackers, cakes and cheese. So, I'm gonna do my buff, and then I'm gonna say my stuff. I'm gonna do my buff, then I'm gonna say my stuff. Then I'm gonna act really tough. Then I'm gonna flex. Then I'm gonna inject saline in my pecs, 'cause I feel inadequate. But, alright, you jerks. Alright, cool. I was a little concerned that these guys would be too spread out. Spread them! Wait, don't spread them. I don't. No, wait! Oh my god. Yeah, you're not supposed to stand in that black shit. That's the only... Okay, that's the only thing in this section, so that's on me to keep the mobs out of the black stuff. So if there's melee that they won't, be forced to choose between not being a derp and doing DPS, so I do have a bit of a job here. Okay, so we'll bring this guy over here. That's not a big deal. I think partly because I stunned them, they didn't even drop a thing until they were almost dead anyway, so it didn't even matter, really. Okay, cool. And then we'll just hit him with one of those, and that'll probably keep him from really doing much of any interest anyway. Piers, oh, wow. Holy crap, dude! I just looked at what DPS that guy was doing. Are you shitting me? Are you serious? Are you serial? What are you, dragging around some Lucky Charms? Talking about 1900 DPS. That is fucking crazy, son. This guy knows how to play. Oh, hold on. I'll answer this guy in a second. So, obviously, you can tell how good of a tank I am by the fact that I'm really bad at paying attention. Is that the same healer from the last group? I think it might be. Okay. Bezlonir. Okay, cool. So, you know, just something that's completely impossible to remember. I don't know how anybody finds my stuff. I don't know. I just chose a dismal channel name. That was just the name of my warlock. I started calling myself Bezlonir, and that was like 2 years before I actually changed the name of my channel, because at some point YouTube made it possible to do that, but because at first you couldn't change the name of your channel. So now it's kind of changed, though it's still officially Bezlonir, or a different BS thing, or whatever. Yay, spiders. Everybody likes fighting spiders. This feels like a good place for a Indiana Jones reference, but since there's already so many of them in Cataclysm anyway, we'll just leave that whole nonsense alone. We'll leave it to World of Warcraft to make all the Indiana Jones references you could ever want, and then some. So this is fun. You gotta keep these guys from coming up the stairs or some BS. You know, it's pretty much whoop-de-frickin-do. He's like, I'm about to get some spaghetti up in here. Okay. Do your thing. Oh, does this guy just do like frostbolt volleys? And I don't know if I've ever fought this guy as a ranged DPS. I'm like always melee or something.
Your efforts
are in. You know, I've mostly played melee, I think since BC. It just suddenly occurs to me. Get down! Jaspair says, get down! Get to the chopper! Yeah. Get down! Come with me if you want to live. More bad Arnold impressions. When is it ever a bad time for an Arnold impression, huh? Oh, this was every bit of the dungeon that I was thinking of. It's just that freaking long. Thankfully, it's a good thing that it's not that hard anymore, because, you know, of it being so long. Yeah, because you gotta do Judge Dredd, then you gotta go up these stairs. Judge Dredd. That's not right. It's King Dredd, I think. He's not a judge. He's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. What's he judging? Is he judging the dinosaur beauty pageant? He's like, wow. Nice! Yeah. Oh, I like her tiny arms. Those are hot. Those would be great for tickling my tiny Tyrannosaurus pee-pee. Oh, why did you think I was so mad? I'm a giant head, and I don't know. My Tyrannosaurus girlfriend gave me a beige, but I told her to not use any teeth, and she just chewed it off. Tyrannosauruses don't do oral. And I'm in a support group with a bunch of saber-tooths, and they understand. Saber-tooth tigers, they understand. Alright. So a lot of times you might, like, get these ads because they have a tendency to, because it fears you anyway. So hold on, I break my fear and get aggro on these ads so they aren't on the healer, and then take this guy over here. Okay, I'm not going to be able to cancel his fear out though, so Just gonna have to eat it. Me and Weird Al, you know, we're like that. Alright. Execute. Execute. Okay, that guy isn't pulled, so... Well, that's good. Oh, I thought they had pulled for a second, but no, I guess this is just part of the story stuff. Oh, right, so you see the undead are fighting with the trolls. So that's sort of the, I guess, lore-ish for this portion of the dungeon, because this zone is like a troll zone. I don't know which brand of trolls it is that this zone is all about, but on Blizzard's part, if you will, if you know what I mean when I say that kitties are, I don't know. I couldn't even. I don't even know. He said, "Dog, I got a horse ready for you." Interested in a career in postmastery? Tired of being a World of Warcraft? That'd be an interesting new profession. Like, that's in the new expansion, the new class is postmaster. All they do is deliver all the mail that people send to each other. It's like, that. How exciting would that be? Now, nobody gets their mail unless, like, players actually go and run back and forth between... Wow, that would be so much fun. The Postmaster class, brought to you by Electronic Arts. Oh man, you guys are great at making games. And then every year they release a new expansion where they just change the Postmaster's name, and like now you can't play the previous one or whatever. So now we all are charmed or whatever. Let's see here. I forgot these things. So I'll be like tanking him or something. So yeah. What do you want? I think I'm standing in bad gun. This is one of those weird cases where it forces you to do that, even though we probably had him killed by them and things.
Back in Drak'Tharon at last.
He was all rave-tastic. He was like, yeah, get into it. Yeah. Somebody play me some steel drums. Anyway, I'm just gonna be like, thanks, y'all. Alright, this is Bezlonir signing out of another episode of Let's Tank WoW. So, I'm going to thank you, viewer, for tuning in, and I will see you for next time.